So we are so fortunate that such a great acharyas and devotees are in our lineage. And of course, the today's focus is the Govardhan Puja. So Giriraj Govardhan ki. So this morning, so I was just going through this Govardhan hill. So then I came across such a beautiful song by Srila Jiva Goswami, who has arranged the worship of Govardhan hill. So we'll begin that. So once the singer sings, so we'll follow that. It's very simple. Giri Vitam Kena Arachi Sakara Padam Venam Giri Pujayam Vihitam Kena Arachi Sakara. Who has arranged the worship of Govardhan hill? The one who arranged this worship is the one who freed us from the fear of Indra. Giri Pujayam Vihitam Kena Utanika Saniyatayena Giri Pujayam Vihitam Kena Utanika Saniyatayena Giri Pujayam Vihitamena Utanika Saniyatayena. Who has arranged the worship of Govardhan hill, the killer of a demon Putana, is the one who arranged this. Giri Pujayam Vihitam Kena Trunavartatanu Dalanam Vena Giri Pujayam Vihitam Kena Who has arranged the worship of Govardhan hill? Who has arranged the worship of Govardhan hill? The one who destroyed the body of the cyclone demon Trinavarta is the one who arranged this. Pujayam Giri Pujayam Vitam Kena Yamala. Who has arranged the worship of Govardhan hill? Who has arranged? The one who uprooted the twin Yamala Arjuna tree is the one who arranged this. Giri Pujayam Vihitam Kena Vasabhakasura. Giri Pujayam Vihitam Kena Vasabhakasura. Who has arranged the worship of Govardhan hill? The killer of the calf demon Vatsasura and the stork demon Bakasura is the one who arranged this. Giri Pujayam Vihitam Kena Yomagasura Maranamena. Giri Pujayam Vihitam Kena Who has arranged the worship of Govardhan hill? The killer of the flying demon Vyomasura and the python demon Agasura is the one who arranged this. Giri Pujayam Vitam Kena Kalidanamana Kalidanamena. Giri Pujayam Vitam Kena Who has arranged the worship of Govardhan hill? The one who subdued the cobra Kalia is the one who arranged this. Giri Pujayam Vihitam Kena Kara Pralambaka Samanamena. Giri Pujayam Vihitam Kena Kara Pralambaka Samanamena. Who has arranged the worship of Govardhan hill? The killer of the donkey demon Dhenukasur and the demon Pralambasura is the one who arranged this. गिरिपूजयामृताङ्केन दवयुग्मं परिधाम्येन गिरिपूजयामृताङ्केन दवयुग्मं परिधाम्येन. This is difficult now. Who has arranged the worship of Govardhan hill? The one who swallowed true forest fire, Dava, is the one who arranged this. Who has arranged the worship of Govardhan? The one who Kamsa is always afraid of. Jaya Radha. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Gandharika Giri Hari Gandharika Giri Hari Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Giri Govardhan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So simple from Jiva Goswami. He says there are only two things. So in the whole 5 stanzas, 2 times, 10 times. So what is the question that he is asking? Worship of Govardhan, and the answer is Krishna. So it's only Govardhan and Krishna. So now the question comes, who is actually Govardhan? Who is a Govardhan? Krishna and Haridas Varya. From here? Yes, Prabhu. Lord Vishnu. Krishna, okay. Mountain. Giri. Yes, Giri is a mountain, okay. So Mataji said he is a Krishna and Bhakta also. So we want only one, either Krishna or Krishna's devotee. We cannot have both. Devotee? We'll take devotee. Is there example? Wow, superb. One round of applause to Mataji. Is there an example who is a Lord himself but acting as a devotee, and none other than most merciful Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we'll see some evidences or shlokas where it is said that Govardhan in fact is a Krishna. That's the one part, and we'll see the other part. So it's come from Ante, and he says that Prabhu kahe yehi shila Krishna vigraham ihara seva kara tumi kariya araham. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying to Raghunath Das Goswami that yehi sila Krishnera vigraha. That means this sila is none other than, and that sila is from Govardhan. So he's saying that Govardhan is none other than Krishna. And Srimad Bhagavatam, very famous shloka which Mataji was quoting, which says, Sukadeva Goswami says, so now this is the part 2. So not only that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Govardhan is Krishna himself, in fact in Garga Samhita it is also said that Giri Rajo Hare Rupam. Giri Rajo, so Giri Raj is none other than Hari Rupa. In Vasudev also said that Isho Govardhana Sakshat Krishna Evana Samshaya. So Vasudev is saying Yesho Govardhana Sakshat Krishna Evana Samshaya. That means Govardhan is none other than Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying Govardhan is none other than Krishna. Garga Samhita is saying that. Vasudev is saying that. Now we will see the other part where it is also quoted that Govardhan is none other than the devotee of Lord Sri Krishna. So this is the Bhagavatam shloka, very famous shloka. Sukadeva Goswami says that all the gopis are saying Govardhan is none other than Haridas Varya, the best among the servant of Hari. Not only that, even Srila Rupa Goswami, he said that Govardhan is a Tat. What is a Tat? Grandfather. So he's saying that he's senior devotee or grandfather. So that means he's very merciful. So he's also saying that Govardhan is none other than the devotee of Krishna. And even Sanatan Goswami said in Brihad Bhagavatam that Govardhana Jayati Shila. So he said that Govardhan is none other than the Haridas Varya. So Sanatan Goswami is saying, Rupa Goswami is saying, and Raghunath Das Goswami is also praying in his very wonderful called as a Govardhan Samavasanam Prarthana Dashakam. So he's actually praying to Govardhan that let me have a residence near to you. So there are 10 stanzas, and one of the stanzas says that, O Govardhan, O king of mountains, O hill whose nectarian name, the best of Hari's servant, flows from the moon like mouth of Sri Radha, O hill that the Vedas declare to the tilak marking of Raja, please grant me a residence near to you. So this is Raghunath Das Goswami. So Raghunath Das Goswami also saying that he is a Haridas Varya. So now finally what we should take? Krishna and Krishna's devotee. But when we worship Krishna, Krishna is very kind. But Krishna's devotees are more. I don't know, there is superlative degree, kinder is there. More kind. So in Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, Srila Prabhupada says that exactly the same point. Prabhupada says are even more merciful than Krishna. So when we worship Govardhan as Krishna, it's fantastic. But more nicer is that when we worship Govardhan as a Haridas Varya. So Vedas also inform that Govardhan hill is understood in 2 different ways. That is what we discussed. All the great mountains of the universe came and worshipped Govardhan as their king, and that is why Govardhan is called as Giriraj. And they also declare that the Govardhan had the coming from the spiritual world, and we will see very soon that why Govardhan appeared from the spiritual world, and he is the crown jewel of Vraja. So appearance of Govardhan. So it comes in Srila Jiva Goswami writes in a Gopal Champu. Krishna and Radharani, they were having conversation. Now time has come, we should appear in this created world, this universe. So then Radharani said, if I have to come to Vrindavan, I should have all my 3 things which are in a spiritual world. They should also appear in this creation. What are those 3 things? Vrajadham, Yamuna and Govardhan. So all these 3 things should be there, then only I will appear. So that was the condition given by Radharani. Krishna said, do not worry. Definitely, before even we appear, they already have appeared. So, how did they appear? In Garga Samhita, it is said that Pulasya Muni, who is the Pulasya Muni? Grandfather of one of the Sapta Rishis. So, actually he was residing in Kashi, and he went towards a place called as a Shamalika Dvipa. And one of the Dvipa is I mean, we see that in 5th canto, this whole place was divided into 7 islands, and one of the islands is Samalika Dvipa. In that Samalika Dvipa, there are the person called as Dronachal and his wife. This Dronachal and his wife were blessed with very beautiful mountain called as Govardhan. And that mountain actually was very beautiful. Please come forward. Please move forward a little bit. Mataji also, please move forward a little bit. So Pulasya Muni was, when he saw that beauty, mountains, that especially Govardhan mountain as a baby of Dronachal and his wife, he was charmed by the beauty, the water, then different things. It was so beautiful. He got a desire that in Kashi, I do not have any mountain. If I get this mountain, definitely I will actually go on the top of this mountain and do tapascharya. So then he actually approached Dronachala, and as soon as he approached Dronachala, Dronachala said, how can I serve you? This is the typical Vedic culture. As soon as somebody comes and says that, how can I serve you? He said, yeah, definitely you can help me, or you can serve me. I want your son Dronachala, the Govardhan along with me, so that I can take him to Kashi, because we don't have any mountain for tapascharya. Now this Dronachal got into difficulty. It's a similar situation when Dashrath Maharaj, when Vishwamitra approached him, and Dashrath Maharaj said that, how can I serve you? You ask whatever you want. He said, I just have a small request, give me your son Ram. And Dashrath actually now he said, Ram is my life and soul, I cannot give. Instead of that, I can come with you. He said, no, what you have said, the word you have given already, right? So don't go away from your word. So you must give Lord Ram. Finally, Vasishtha came, and then the deal has happened. So now here, Dronachal also said that, don't worry, I will come myself, but please don't ask my son, which is Govardhan. Again, Pulasya Muni said same dialogue, that you cannot go away from your word. Then Dronachal played some idea here. He said that, I am okay, but you ask my son whether he is okay to travel, come to Kashi. Then Pulasya Rishi goes to Govardhan, and he said, would you like to come? He said, no, I don't want to come. Then Pulasya Muni again said that. He went to Dronachal. Meanwhile, Govardhan started thinking, I think this is a very good idea, that very soon Lord Krishna and Radharani going to appear. I think I should travel towards a Braja. Then he said, okay, I will come along with you, but only on one condition. And that condition is that as soon as you keep me down, at that place you will not be able to move further. And Pulasya said, well, agreed, no problem, I will carry you, don't worry. But he said, how will you carry? He said, because of the mystic power, Dronachala said that I will carry you on my left hand, so do not worry. So Dronachala offered his obeisances, and now he started going, carrying Govardhan from that Dvipa. Now that Dvipa, if you say, in a different realm, and from that realm, actually he is coming towards Kashi. And when he was actually crossing over Braja, Govardhan started feeling ecstatic. His hair started standing on end. So what does it mean? The grass on the Govardhan started moving. So Govardhan in ecstatic feeling. He got an idea. This is the place I should be here. This is the place where our dear Lord Krishna and Radharani going to have a pastime. So then, because of his mystic arrangement, he played some idea that Pulasya Rishi got a nature's call. Now Pulasya Rishi forgot everything. He kept down. Then he went to answer the nature's call, and by the time he came, and then he did Achman and offered obeisance and started lifting Govardhan. Is that possible? No. Govardhan said, it is not possible now. You have given me word, now I will stay here, Vraj. Pulasha understood the trick. He got angry. He said, you are playing with me. Now I curse you. I curse you that every single day your size actually will reduce by the size of mustard seed. And when actually Pulasya Rishi was actually carrying Govardhan, it was actually 8 yojna long. 8 yojna means 8 8s are 64 mile long, and 64 miles is around 102 kilometers long, Krishna. And wide 5 yojnas, so 40 miles, so 1640, 64 kilometer wide, and the height was 16 miles, 1660 to 25.6. So 26 kilometer height was the Govardhan at that time. Today, what is the height of Govardhan? The peak point is only 80 feet. Only 80 feet. So Brajavasi says, who can actually curse Govardhan? It is not the curse that is actually affecting, but it is the separation from Krishna. Govardhan is actually in the feeling of separation. Is actually Govardhan is shrinking day by day, day by day. At some point of time, when it comes to Radha Kunda and Sham Kund region, you could see Govardhan has completely submerged. All he has only eyes, which are nothing but Radha Kunda and Sham Kunda. So this is the appearance story number 1.
But Govardhan Parikrama is Krishna is 21 kilometer and
Today.
Radha is 9 kilometer. You said 102 kilometer.
That was a time when that. So that was the time when that original size was there. It's a shrinking now. It's a shrinking. Today is only 22 shorter version, and the longer is 27 kilometer. Today we'll go virtual parikrama. So this Govardhan has another story, and that connected with Ramayana or Prabhu Ramchandraji, which was yesterday coming Diwali day. Actually he reached to Ayodhya, and all Ayodhya was so happy and effulgent and welcoming Prabhu Ramchandraji in their heart. So when they were building a bridge at that time, so all the monkeys, Vanarsena, were actually bringing the stones here and there, and Hanumanji came towards this place, lifted the Govardhan mountain, and he started going towards Lanka or the ocean, and then suddenly he got a WhatsApp message that bridge is completed. Now you don't have to bring the Govardhan Parvat. Then what to do? So he put Govardhan Parvat in the Braj area there, but Govardhan was very upset. He said, now I'm neither here nor there. Actually, I was very happy along with the previous place, nor I'm along with Lord Ram. He started crying. Govardhan started crying. Ram heard the cries of Govardhan. He said, do not worry. I will come, Lord Krishna. I will appear as a Krishna, and that time I will have pastimes on you, Govardhan. So Govardhan was very happy. So this is how the two different ways that Govardhan has appeared on this earthly planet. So we all know wonderful pastimes that comes in Srimad Bhagavatam. Govardhan Lila comes in Canto 10, chapter number 24. So all Brajavasis are actually comes under the Vaishya community. And Vaishya community is especially when there is a harvesting time, they are very happy. Just like yesterday, typically Indian culture was where farming was the main profession. So similarly, these Vaishyas, they were very happy, and they were actually, every year, they would perform a Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving to whom? They would actually give Indra. So similarly, at one point of time, they were very early morning, and that was the day of today. That was the day of today, that is the next day of Diwali, when all Brajavasis were very engaged and they were very busy. Krishna and Balaram saw all this happening. Then Krishna went to Nanda Maharaj. Baba, what are you doing? Aap kya kar rahe? He said, my Lala, actually we are going to have a yajna. He said, for what you are going to have a yajna? He said, you know that we are a Vaishya community. Every year we actually get rain from Lord Indra. Because of rain we have a water. Because of water we have a grass. Because of grass we have all our cows are actually get for feeding them, we get the grass, and from there we have milk and many other milk products. So it is Indra who is the source of all those things. And as per the Vedic culture, we are always grateful to someone who is actually giving some vardhan or benediction. So it's very natural for us that we should worship Indra. Krishna said, and now Krishna had a different plans. So he wanted to diminish the false pride of one of his great devotee, and that is none other than Indra. So Krishna has some other plan. He said, why now he takes some atheistic role here. He said, Baba, what is that Indra has to do that? It is all about karma. Karma means that you do good activity, you get a good results. There is no one who can actually bestow any different benedictions other than what is actually one can get because of his own action and reaction. So actually you do not need to worship Indra. All you do is that you do the best karma and you will get the best results. And this is exactly today's word in the modern world. If you ask people, why do you want to worship Krishna? I go to office, so nicely I do my work, at the end of month I get salary, and I do maintain my family. Why do I need to have Krishna in my life? So Lord Krishna is not actually promoting here or advising this karma mimamsa or karma vada philosophy, but very jokingly he knows that his parents will not listen to that because they were loving so much Krishna. Krishna knows that whatever he is going to say, that they will definitely do that. So Nanda Maharaj and all his brothers, they said, well, shall we do one thing? He said, what is that? So whatever that we have done, have the paraphernalia that we will use for worshipping Indra, and have the paraphernalia that we will use worshipping for Govardhan. Krishna said, nothing going. You have to do only Govardhan. And he gave a very wonderful reason. In fact, if you have to worship, just because you are giving this karma, we should be grateful. In fact, we should be grateful to Govardhan, because it is a Govardhan who is giving a fresh water. It is a Govardhan who is actually giving a fruits. It is a Govardhan who is giving different jewels. It is a Govardhan who is giving a soft grass. It is a Govardhan who is giving a place for sitting. It is a Govardhan who is giving a caves for us so that we can go and have a pastime there. It is a Govardhan who is giving all the different varieties of these natural things. Rather than worshipping Indra, you must worship Govardhan. Now all Brajavasis and Nanda Maharaj, and they love Krishna so much. Just they cannot say no to Krishna. And little Krishna, when they say, he's very charming. And when he speaks, he talks, he mesmerized all the people. They forgot everything and finally said, okay, let's do that. Let's worship Govardhan instead of worshipping Indra. Now, oh Krishna, or whatever Lala, can you please tell me how shall we worship that? So he gives that we as a community, we are always engaged in a cow protection. Therefore, perform a sacrifice for the pleasure of cow, Brahmana and Govardhan hill. So why did Krishna say cow and Brahmana and Govardhan hill? Yes, exactly. So coming from the Bhagavad Gita, what is the profession of Vaishya community? Krishi, Goraksha, Vanijya. So if we have to have all our profession intact, because that time IT was not there, so we must have a profession of as a Vaishya. So we must have a cow protection, and if we have to have cow protection, definitely we should worship cows. So that is why first thing he said cows. What about Brahmanas? So Brahmanas, when we worship Brahmanas, and Brahmanas will give benediction, and with that benediction we can actually pursue a tangible results. And our dear Lord is called as Namo Brahmanya Devaya Brahmanya Hitaya. So wherever the Brahminical culture and cow protection is there, our Lord is always present there. So if you see all demonic mentality, they begin to kill cows and they kill Vedic culture. So if we want to have a peace and the prosperity in the society, Srila Prabhupada always say that we must establish two minimum things. The first is the Brahminical culture and cow protection. And wherever there is a cow protection and Brahminical culture, that society will actually live peacefully and happily. And contrary to that, opposite to that, wherever there is no cow protection and no Brahminical culture, all the best. So he said, all your ingredients you have, what you have to do, take all these ingredients, and not only that, you make lot and lots of food stuff, bring all that food stuff, offer to Govardhan, and after you offer Govardhan, offer food to Brahmanas, ask Brahmanas to do the fire sacrifice, and along with Brahmanas you give them a charity in terms of cows and dhan, whatever that you have wealth, and after that you yourself wear a new dress, and along with all the Brajavasis having cows and the calf and everything, and you have pradakshina to Govardhan. So this is how Lord Krishna suggested Brajavasis to celebrate Govardhan Puja by having all the food stuff that is offered. So even if you see today, people all over the world, by the mercy of our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, this Govardhan Puja is being celebrated. How many of us here think that had we not been in contact with Srila Prabhupada, we would be worshipping Govardhan? Had we not been in contact with Srila Prabhupada, we would not be worshipping Govardhan. How many of us? The rest of us are actually worshipping Govardhan, right? So it is mercy of Srila Prabhupada that he has given all of us this wonderful opportunity, that of course those who are closer to the western part of India, probably they might be knowing what is Govardhan, who is Krishna and Vrindavan, but what about the other people? Absolutely no, absolutely no. We don't even know who is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, and what to talk about Govardhan. So today, by the mercy of our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, all over the world, Govardhan Puja is being celebrated. Giri Govardhan ki Jai! Srila Prabhupada ki Jai! And of course, today if you go to Govardhan, it's thousands and thousands and thousands and lakhs of people are worshipping Govardhan and doing the parikrama. We will have at the end, Mataji. So now Krishna, see, all these Brajavasis had a faith in Krishna. Now he has to give some confidence, right? Otherwise their faith will be shattered. So what did he do? He assumed the form of a huge form which is unprecedented, just like a Govardhan, and now he himself started eating all the naivadya or whatever the bhoga that actually was given to that. So Krishna himself became a Govardhan, and he started eating all those things because he wanted to give a case study example that you have put me faith in me, now I will not betray you. So that confidence and that faith that Krishna has to instill, that faith in the heart of Brajavasis. And then Krishna started eating, and you know what Krishna can do that. He started eating and eating and eating, and he started saying Aniyor, Aniyor, Aniyor. In Bengali, Aniyor means? Right, Mataji? More and more and more. There is a village, we will see on the Parikrama Marg, there is a village is called as Aniyor. That is the place where this pastime was happening. And so Krishna now to convince that all the Brajavasis that their decision actually is correct, their decision is not wrong. So here for all of us in our life, there might be many times, there might be times in our life that we have to keep a faith in Krishna, or we have to keep faith in Krishna's energy. And this is the example, Brajavasis always have faith in Krishna. When Arjuna and Duryodhan, they went to Krishna, and they asked, Krishna has given them choice, what you would like to have. Whether you would like to have Krishna as Narayana himself, or you want to have his Sena. And the the materialistic mind will say that Krishna is alone. And he has taken over that he will not going to fight, or he is not going to take weapon. Imagine we have how many Akshani? 11 Akshani. So imagine, and I don't know, one akshoni means multiplying by x number, 11 into n number of that. If you have this army, definitely we are going to defeat Krishna. Better take Narayani Sena rather than. So this is the today's materialistic mind. But you see Arjun, what did Arjun ask? Krishna. What did Brajavasi say that? No, we will do whatever you are asking me to, right? That is where Arjuna was given a choice, 18.63. You do whatever you want. But what he said, 18.73? I am going to do what you have asked me to do that. And that is devotees' things. So initially, if you see Arjun, at the beginning of second chapter and first chapter, he said, I don't want to fight. So at the end of Bhagavad Gita, the answer should be either you fight or you don't fight. But he said that, I will do what you are asking me to do that. And that is devotees. So devotee is always saying that what is pleasing to Krishna. So Prabhupada writes in the beautiful, so why Govardhan is so dear to Krishna? Because Govardhan is giving all the facilities to cows, all the facilities to the cowherd, and Prabhupada writes in the Krishna book, because Prabhupada did not write the purports of this 24. So the last purport that Srila Prabhupada has written, given the commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, 10.13. So this Leela comes in 10.24. So in Krishna book, Prabhupada writes that why Govardhan is so dear to Krishna, because Govardhan know how to serve Krishna. And how to serve Krishna? By serving his devotees. Gopi Bharaturu Padakamadara Das Dasa Anudas. That is the mood of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that is what actually Prabhupada writes in the purport, that if we have to serve Krishna, the best way of serving Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is by serving his devotees. Oh, now Sukadeva Goswami is focusing the light to the heavenly planet. I asked, these people were worshipping me for millions years. Suddenly, they heard from this small, talkative, useless boy, they had a faith in them, and now they listen to him. I will show them who I am. This is the today's we all have this kind of mentality, and this is the mentality. So this is the pride mentality. He became very angry, and now, so when you become angry, so what happens? Dhyato vishayanpu sanghasteshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kama krodho vijayate krodhat bhavati sammohat shruti vamshat buddhinasho pranashyati. We lose intelligence. We don't know what we are doing. So exactly in the way, now you destroy. I want to destroy Brajavasis. Can you imagine who can dare this in the creation of the Lord to even think? Not only think, now he is going to act. He is going to act such a way that he wanted to destroy the Brajavasis. All the Brajavasis, Nanda Maharaj, Yashomati, the mother Yashoda, and all the gopis and all the cows that he wanted to destroy. And that is the Asuric mentality. Asuric mentality is that how can I destroy Krishna's devotees? So what happens at the end? So Indra become agitated, and then he called this destruction cloud called as. Now you go to Vrindavan, immediately you inundate the whole Vrindavan with the rain, so that these Brajavasis will be diminished. Their cows will be killed, their animals will be killed, they will be with the homeless, and they will be actually submerged in the ocean of water. I want you go and inundate the whole Vrindavan. Not only that, I will also come along with on Airavat and along with the wind, so that we will completely destroy these Brajavasis. And the rain, the Samvartaka started in action. And it is said in Srimad Bhagavatam, the one drop actually was like the column size. Can you imagine that, the column size, one drop? And they were incessantly raining, and the whole Vrindavan was actually getting inundated. All the Brajavasis now know that this is the reason, this is the result of angering. But they have a solution. What is the solution? Krishna! What is the solution? Krishna! What is the solution? Krishna! So they approach Krishna because they don't have any other shelter. We may have other shelter, We may have our salary shelter, we may have our insurance shelter, but Brajavasis did not have salary, they did not have insurance. All they have Krishna in their life. And all the time, you see that whenever there is a difficulties, what they do? They approach Krishna. So all these animals, cows, they were shivering and they have no other choice but to go to Krishna. And our Lord, you see that, oh, my devotees, Name Bhakta, my devotees will never perish. I should do something. And immediately Bhagavatam says that Lord Krishna lifted a Govardhan just like a small baby lifts a mushroom. And he lifted a Govardhan and kept on his left hand and little finger. So first of all, if you are righty, your left hand is weak. And among all the 5 fingers, if you have 5 fingers, sometimes you may have 6 fingers, but if you have 5 fingers, the little finger is the weakest. And Krishna is actually lifting Govardhan for the 7 days and 7 nights. And he called all the Brajavasis, now you come and take shelter of this Govardhan. So you can see, and the Brajavasis, because they forget that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they were actually thinking, if this actually Krishna gets tired, what would happen? So they were actually having their stick. You see in the picture, the left bottom picture, where they were actually having their stick in their hand and holding the Govardhan as if that they were actually lifting the Govardhan. But it is our Lord. Now why did Lord do that? And Lord actually wanted without a disturbance the association of Brajavasis, and the Brajavasis also wanted to have incessantly without disturbance association of Lord Krishna. 7 days and 7 nights, no water, no feast. Imagine, no puri, no paneer, nothing. 7 days and 7 nights, no water even for drinking. We know that when we do Janmashtami, at the night 12 o'clock we are so thirsty, at least give me the water, Charnamrita, and there is a fight for Charnamrita. So but here 7 days and 7 nights, Krishna personally reciprocating each and every Brajavasis, Krishna reciprocating with each and every cow, and every cow is actually reciprocating, having without stopping the darshan of Lord Sri Krishna, and that is what Krishna actually wanted. So this thing went for 7 days and 7 nights. And then you know what happened? Oh, I thought that he's a small talkative baby. Now I realize that he is none other than the Supreme Personality of God. So this is what happened. We take some that I will not do that, and then after a few days, and this is what Indra happened. I did again. So now he realized that he's not an ordinary boy. So sometimes something should also get into the experience, and then only we'll realize if you are third type of category. I mean, Prabhupada says that there is a category number 1 of devotee, category number 2 and category 3. Category number of 3, unless and until he go through the experience, he does not learn. Some just by hearing and seeing they get experience, that's number 2, and the first one is just by reading they actually realize that we should not do that. But the third type of people that they don't even learn. So here he was baffled and dumbstruck, and Indra called back the clouds of devastation. You come back now. Time is over. You cannot disturb Lord Supreme Lord now. And then immediately the cloud actually over suddenly. And after 7 days and 7 nights, when he realized when he came to his senses, Surya Dev appeared there. All the Brajavasis now came to know that everything is actually stopped. Now it is time to go out, and so they went out. And then Krishna, as it is the Govardhan place, exactly the same location it was there. So all the Brajavasis were so happy. They started singing and glorifying Krishna. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Radha Giri Dhari Radha Giri Dhari Radhe. Jaya Radha Giri Dhari Radha Giri Dhari Radha. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Immediately Indra came to senses. Now what to do? Go back and beg forgiveness. No, but how can I go? I'm ashamed. So he takes another devotee. And who's that devotee? Surabhi. And that is where there is a Indra Kunda, Apsara Kunda, Surabhi Kunda, and they come and they, so Surabhi does Abhishekam for Lord Krishna through her milk. Indra was told by his mother Aditi that you take the heavenly realm Ganga water through Airavat, so he is also giving Abhishekam. So that after that Krishna is called as Govinda. So after that Abhishekam, so we'll quickly rush because we have many things to do that. And so today now this Govardhan Parikrama, so thousands and thousands of people would have done Parikrama, and we will also try to do quickly a virtual Parikrama. So almost we 1 hour, maybe another 15-20 minutes we'll try to finish it off. So there are different types of dandavats that devotees actually offer. One is just a mere walking, and it takes around 6 to 7 hours. If you don't hear any Krishna Katha or something, if you just start Parikrama and going all the way to 21-22 kilometers takes 6 to 7 hours Parikrama. So the next level of category is called as a Dandavat Parikrama. So you offer a Dandavat at one place and get up, and from there you offer another Dandavat, and then you do that. So that is called as Dandavat Parikrama. It could actually take around maybe 1 or 2 weeks, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 weeks or even more than that to do that. The next level of Parikrama is that at one point you do 108 Dandavat. So they have not ordinary person can do that. So because it takes years together. So at one location you have 108 stones. So you offer Dandavat, then you keep one stone from one place to the wherever your hand reaches. Then again come back, then take second stone and offer Dandavat. So like this at one place, how many times? 108 times. So last we all went. How many of us visited, had a Govardhan Parikrama at least once in their life?
Not by walk.
We should do by walk. So how many rest of us, may you get opportunity that you will have a chance to have a Pradakshina Parikrama to Govardhan. So when we actually, our ACS, our Whitefield Center, we went in April. So I happened to meet one and Brajavas is actually who had a profession of rickshaw. So he is actually doing 108 Parikrama for many years. But he does up to 12 o'clock. Then after 12 o'clock he comes and he does his rickshaw. And then so he keeps mark where was the last Pradakshina that he finished. Where he did that. And then next day he goes there morning and then he begins. Can you imagine? And the next level of Pradakshina, the Parikrama is that at one point of time, at one location, 1008 Dandavat. And I don't know how many years it would take, lives and lives and lives of that. So this is the things. I don't know whether you are able to see. So we'll begin our Pradakshina to offering our obeisances to our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, to our Lord, to Govardhan. And so this Braja Mandal is actually 84 courses, which is around 168 miles. And the Puranas says that what is actually Braja? Braja means the land, it belongs to the cows, the cowherd men, the cowherd girls, and where they actually go and do their pastimes. That place is called as Braja. And also Braja particularly means that the land of the Supreme Lord person, Vrajendra Nandans, Brajesh. So that pastimes, that is also called as a Brajas. So it is said that there are 48 Puranas. 48 forests. How many forests? 48. But actually we know that there are only 12 forests, which says Padma Purana says that 12 main forests are there. So there are some Upavanas, there are Prativanas, and then Adivanas. You see that the most sacred river Yamuna actually divide the Brajamandal into the east and west. So it is said that 7 forests are the east of the river, and the 5 are the east of the river, and the 7 are on the west side of that. So if you see that on the west side is our Krishna Balram Mandir is on the west side, and then Gokul Mahavan is on the other side, birthplace of Rani is on the east side. So like this, Gokul Mahavan is on the east side, and all other remaining 7 are on the western side of that. And today, in that, we see the western side of the river, little bit southwest of the Brajamandal Parikrama. You can see there, Giriraj Govardhan ki. This Giriraj, actually, it can be envisioned in the shape of peacock, and the peacock has actually face, which is a very beautiful, called as a Kusum Sarovar or Mukha Aravinda, and particularly the face is called as a Mukha Aravinda. So the place there is called as a Mukha Aravinda. This peacock has eyes. What are those eyes? Radha Kunda and Sham Kunda. His is actually Manasi Ganga. The torso is called as a Govardhan town, and then the tail portion is a Pucharika Baba. So that is the tail portion. So this is how this parikrama. So when we actually begin parikrama, when we go from eastern side of our places, so we go and there is a parking place, and from that Chauraha, if you hit the T section, and that T section is between the Kusum Sarovar and Radhakunda and Shamkunda. So some devotee begins from Kusum Sarovar, and in fact Chaitanya Charitamrita said that some people actually begins from Manasi Ganga. So we will actually begin from the Kusum Sarovar. So Kusum Sarovar, which is around 25 minutes walk from Radhakunda. Kusum means flowers. It's a very beautiful monument. During the Lord Chaitanya's time, this place was known as a Sumanaha Sarovar. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita said that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took his bath here, and the ghat at this kunda were built by Jawahar Singh in 1764. Kusum Sarovar is around 460 feet long and 60 feet into the water. So this Kusum Sarovar is a very beautiful place, and it was the paintings of the Raja Mal, Suraj Mal, actually all the paintings are there. It is said that Ashtavakra Muni left his body on this Kusum Sarovar. There is a small Siva Linga in the western bank of the Kunda, and also it is said that there is a Kunja called as Ashoka Lata, that is where Krishna braided Srimati Radharani. So that is the place in Krishnadas Kaviraj says in Govinda Lilamruta, that is the, and on the left side of that Kusum Sarovar, there is a place which is actually where Krishna decorated Radha's hair, and that temple is actually now managed by that temple is managed by ISKCON devotees. That was actually some Babaji, and he found that ISKCON devotees are doing very wonderful, so he gave that temple, which is Radha Vanvihari, so on the bank of left side of Kusum Sarovar. So Kusum, so gopis will come here, they will pluck all the flowers here, and there is a beautiful pastimes. Krishna became once the Vanamali, and then he stopped all the gopis. So that's wonderful pastimes happened at this Kusum Sarovar. So once we begin from the Kusum Sarovar, next is actually Manasi Ganga. So Manasi Ganga, so Krishna killed one demon, and now once Krishna killed demon, all the Gopas saying that now you actually incurred a sin, so you must purify yourself. And what is the way of purifying yourself? You should go and take bath in a holy rivers. So Krishna said, I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I don't have to do that, but just for the sake of all these things, what I will do, instead of I go to the holy places, I will actually call that. And then from his mind actually came a Ganga. That Ganga is called as the Manasi Ganga, is actually neck of Govardhan hill. So and along the Manasi Ganga, there are beautiful places called as Chakra Tirtha, Chakleshwar Mahadev, Sanatan Goswami's Bhajan Kutir, Haridev temple, and so there is a very beautiful pastimes. This Chakra Tirtha, when Krishna was lifting Govardhan, and this chakra was there on the top to evaporate all the water, I mean all the rain that was actually coming. So the chakra became very hot, and after the Leela happened, the chakra actually went and took a rest on the bank of Manasi Ganga. So that place is called as Chakratirtha. And we know that in Braja there are 5 Mahadevs, and especially in particularly in Govardhan it is called as Chakaleshwar Mahadev, Lord Shiva who is actually things. So we have Chakaleshwar Mahadev. In Vrindavan it is called as Gopeshwar Mahadev. In Kamyavan, Kameshwar Mahadev. And in Nandagram, Nandeshwar Mahadev. And in Mathura it is a Bhuteshwar Mahadev. So like this we have 5 different Mahadevs actually protecting these things. And there is a bhajan kutir of Sanatan Goswami, and Sanatan Goswami would actually do 1008 times Dandavata Parikrama to that. And finally Krishna came here too old, actually he need not do that, and he gave Sila, and Sanatan Goswami started doing that. So one day what happened, Sanatan Goswami was doing his bhajan, and mosquitoes were giving trouble there. So then Sanatan Goswami said that, okay, this is not the place to now do the bhajan here, let me go. And then Lord Shiva actually came, please do not go away from that. Then Sanatan Goswami said, please take care of these mosquitoes. And for your surprise, for all of our surprise, till today in that region you will not see mosquitoes. Vaishnavanam yatha, that is the Lord Shiva. So this is so even today if you go, you don't have to have a mosquito repellent there. And also in Manasi Ganga, there is a beautiful pastimes happened. So one day all the gopis, they were actually crossing the Manasi Ganga, and they were having all the milk pots, and they could not find any boat there. They saw there is one old boat, and there is one young, boatman, and that boatman was there. So they finally requested. He said, no, I will not come. He said, no, you have to come. And finally some deal happened, okay, you have to pay some amount. So all gopis agreed. So then that young boatman started rowing. After some distance he said, I am very hungry, you have to give me food. They said, no, you just started, you have to now do that. All the gopis were anxious to cross that. And then he said, no, I cannot do that. Okay. So then they gave him all whatever in their milk pot. So they started eating that. The boatman started eating that. After some time, so when you eat that, then what happens? So Krishna started sleeping now. Then the gopi said, what are you doing now? No, let me take rest for some time. This is too much now. So gopis were becoming anxious, impatient. So finally, so okay, take rest for some time. And then, so Krishna took a rest, and then immediately again after rest, he started that. And after some distance, he said, oh my God. Gopi said, what happened? Actually, the water is actually coming into the boat. There is a leak, like the Titanic kind of scenarios. Oh my God, now what would happen? Boatman said, it's very easy. Now the boat will sink and we all will die. So what do we do? So if you have to avoid that, the physics law is that you reduce the weight on that. So you throw all your ornaments. Ornaments, how can we throw all our ornaments? It's not possible. You have to throw, otherwise the boat will sink. Okay, we'll throw all our ornaments. Next, Krishna said, you have to throw all your pots. Pots, that is the major chunk of the weight. So the percentage of the weight that is on the boat is because of the milk pot. You have to throw. The boatman, do you understand? Actually, we are going for selling our milk product, and you are asking what is the use of crossing this? Okay, don't throw, you will sink together. Okay, so this, and then after some time the water level is increasing. Now Krishna finally said, now what next? Now you have to throw all it. And the gopis said, now enough is enough, now we'll throw you now. So Krishna said, okay, let's begin that. So he started beginning, and suddenly, so now it became cloudy. It's like a Bangalore weather, you never know when it becomes cloudy and it becomes sunny. Now it became cloudy, and then started thunder things and all things, and all the gopis actually were afraid, because first of all the water level is increasing in boat is about to sink, and now the rain is about to start, and it's thunderstorm, hailstorms and everything. And suddenly Radharani became so afraid, and to just save herself, she actually went and embraced that boatman, and suddenly she realized the boatman is none other than her dear Lord Sri Krishna. Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radha, Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radha. So you go further down, Dana Ghati, which is the neck of that. Dana Ghati is again the pastimes, tax pastimes. And many times gopis will go there and then they will say, okay, Krishna will stand there and you have to give a tax. Why should we give a tax? He said, I am the son of king. And when we live in this kingdom, you have to give a tax. Without tax, I will not allow. Then the gopis will, in their typical style, no, we will not do. So then there will be confrontation between Krishna's friends and the gopis' friend. And so that is Dan Ghat. And if you cross the Dan Ghati, there is a main road. And after the main road, if you go to the left side, is our ISKCON Govardhan, small, beautiful Jagannath deities there. So if you go further down, now we are going further down. There are many places in between. There is a village called as Aniyur between that and now where we are actually Gopal Prakatastali. So what is the Gopal Prakatastali? Madhavendra Puri. So we know that Madhavendra Puri had a dream and then Gopal appeared. So this Gopal temple is very close to Govardhan things. So as a follower of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited Govardhan, he never climbed on Govardhan. So as a follower of we never. So when we go to this Gopal Prakat Sthali, so we never actually climb on the Govardhan. So but that is the place where Madhavendra Puri have a darshan of Gopal. And that Gopal now actually is gone to Nathadwara, Sri Nathaji, in near Udaipur in Rajasthan. And if you go further down, there is a place called as Govinda Kunda. And this is the place where actually Krishna's Abhishekam was done. So this is the place that is called as Govinda Kunda. And then if you go to the further down, now that is the tail region. Now we are going from the eastern side of Govardhana and turning back and going towards the western side, and that tail is called as a Navala Kunda. Navala means evergreen, and the Govardhan hill is actually said to resemble, this Kunda is called as Puchari Kunda. Puchari means tail. So this Kunda is toward the end of that. So this area is called as a tail of Govardhana. So Puchari is the part of area where Krishna performed the spring ras dance with the gopis, and on the bank of this Navala Kunda, there is a deity is called as a Navala Bihari temple. Which deity? Navala Bihari. Then next is to that is the Apsara Kunda. So this Apsara is again very towards the fag end of the Govardhan. So at the fag end of the Govardhan, this Apsara Kunda is created when the Apsaras came and they bathed Krishna. So that is why it is called as. And then after Apsara Kund, you actually turn. Now you change the direction going towards the north and the western side of the Govardhan. And then the first thing that you come to the Pucharika Lauta Baba. So it is said that this devotee of Lord Krishna, so Krishna, he actually got a kheer. And Krishna, he wanted to give to Krishna. And he said, Krishna, I bought a kheer for you. Krishna said, wait, I will come after some time. So then, okay, Krishna said, how long shall I wait? He said, wait for a day. So then this Baba said, okay, I will wait for a day. So then Krishna said, will you come after 1 week? Are you sure? He said, okay, well, I will come after 1 week. So then this Baba is having, he said, okay, I will wait for you for 1 week. Then Baba again asked Krishna, are you sure that you will come back after 1 week? Krishna said, well, I can come after 1 week, but I find difficult. Probably after a year, after a month I can come. Okay, now Krishna is actually increasing his boundary and seeing the patience of this Baba or the devotee. So then Baba again asked, are you sure you will come back 1 month like this? So finally, even today, it is said that this Baba is actually waiting for Krishna for many months, many days, many weeks, many months and many years. Even till today, Baba is actually waiting for that. But of course, it is said that he actually met Krishna in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. Jai. So this Puchari ke Lota Baba is actually towards the end, and you turn towards the northern side of Govardhan. No, it's a devotee. It's a devotee who is actually having.
To interrupt, but when I went for Govardhan परिक्रमा, they says कि पूछने के लोटा के सामने पहले जय करना होता है कि हम परिक्रमा शुरू कर रहे हैं, और जो वहाँ के गोवर्धन के लोकल है उन्होंने कहा कि ये हनुमान जी है.
So then we should offer obeisances and begin our parikrama.
No, but they were saying it is devotee.
Yes, yes, that is what we heard, and it is a devotee. So Hanumanji can be a devotee of Krishna. So there is no difficulty. Right, no? So then there is a Indrakund. So this Indrakund, so now we told the Puchrika Lote Baba, and now we are going towards the north and western side and north side of that. So there is a called as Indrakund. So Indra at this location fell at the lotus feet of Krishna, and the tears actually flowed from Indra's eyes, and he bathed the feet of Krishna, and that place became a Indrakunda. Then next to that is a Surabhi Kund, and the Surabhi Kund, she forgiven Indra at this place when actually he did committed a mistake against, offending Krishna. So this Kunda is middle of the Kadambavan forest, and there is also called as Airavata Kunda. So the Airavata is elephant, and when he actually was bathing Krishna, and with that he bathed the Lord Krishna, and that Kunda is called as. So now we have Govinda Kunda, we have Surabhi Kunda, Airavat Kund, Indra Kund, Naval Kund, Apsara Kund. There are many kundas actually shown here. So now we are going further, and there is also called as Rudra Kunda, and Rudra Kunda is none other than tears of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is meditating on Krishna, and with that tears actually become Rudra Kunda. And then there is a place called as Jatipura. Now after this there is a long span, there is nothing, you have to just walk and walk and walk and walk and walk, and then you come to this town called as Jatipura. Actually this Jatipura, it is actually Yetipura. Yeti means sannyasis. So but as you know that it becomes Jati over the period of time. So this is the place where Madhvendra Puri was actually reciting when he was worshipping Gopalaji. So that is the place is called as Jatipura. Then now from Jatipura to Uddhav Kund is very, very long. This is the last stretch of parikrama, and you will feel that this parikrama is not ending. It's like you are just walking, and you will actually come across Govardhan town, and that is where also where our devotees actually do that retreat. So that is on the western north side of Govardhan. So that's a retreat, and then you come to the Uddhava. So who is the Uddhava? Is a cousin of Krishna, and it is the place where Uddhava, after meeting with the Gopi, he desired to have a future birth as in Braj. That is the place is called as Uddhava Kund, and on that bank of that Uddhava Kund there is a Radha Krishna deity, and these deities are to be installed by, it is said that it is installed by Vajranava. So this Uddhava Kund and that temple, there was one Pujari, and you know Arudha Mataji's second son, Hari Gopal. So the Arudha Mataji, who actually pioneered the homeschooling, she had two sons, Radhika Raman Prabhu and Hari Gopal Prabhu. So Hari Gopal Prabhu was actually saying when he visited this Uddhava Kund, and the Pujari of that Uddhava Kund he met, and he asked, just dialogues would happen, and that Pujari actually was saying that he has been reading Srimad Bhagavatam for his whole life, and he had made vrata that he wanted to read Srimad Bhagavatam for 100 times. How many times? 100. And then curious, of course, will ask. So Hari Gopal Prabhu asked, how many times you have actually read as of now? He said, I have read as of now 35 times. How many times? 35. And soon after that, Hari Gopal Prabhu dispersed from there, and then Hari Gopal Prabhu came to know that Pujari actually left his body. So now he said that actually even if I don't complete in this life, I will take birth again and continue my reading of Srimad Bhagavatam wherever we are. Srimad Bhagavatam ki? Jai. And Srila Prabhupada made all of us to read that Srimad Bhagavatam every morning in our centers. And now what is the next? Jaya Radha Kunda Shama Kunda. So that's the Radha Kunda and the Shama Kunda. This is the very tranquil, beautiful place by our Gaudiya Vaishnavas, most holiest place. And then just few days ago, we were discussing, Sudhir Gopal Prabhu was actually discussing on the Bahula Ashtami, the appearance of Radha Ashtami, the Radha Kunda and Sham Kunda. So how the Arista was actually killed, and then there was a discussion between Radha and Krishna, and then Krishna created a kund, that is Sham Kund, and then he said, now you blaspheme, now you are actually making a sin, now you have to purify yourself. And then they created Radha Kund. Now how will you bring water? And they said, okay, I will bring from Manasi Ganga. All the gopis started bringing from Manasi Ganga on the pot. And how can you feel? Krishna finally became, okay, you take from my Shama Kunda, and that is how Shama Kunda and Radha Kunda is there. So it is so, for follower of Srila Prabhupada, follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very tranquil and the holy place. So it is said that if you go to the Nectar of Instruction, it is said that the holiest place on this earthly planet is, Braja. And in Braja, the holiest place is Govardhan. And in Govardhan, the holiest place is Radha Kunda and Sham Kunda. So our dear Radharani and our dear Lord Sri Krishna, they were having the wonderful pastimes, especially the midday pastimes in Radha Kunda and Sham Kunda. And Sudhir Gopal Prabhu very nicely said that we have to take 3 drops from Radha Kunda, and then if you see down, there is a other parikrama within the Radha Kunda itself. So there are many places where different Goswamis Baitak is there, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's Baitak is there, and then Bhajan Kutir is there. Very beautiful. This is the holiest place for the follower of Srila Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I think, so that ends our Govardhan Parikrama. It could have been a long time, but thanks to the virtual world, we have finished in 30 minutes. So which can be actually take 7 hours, but thanks to Giri Govardhan and Srila Prabhupada, they have made arrangement that we could have a small virtual parikrama. Giri Govardhan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. So now we will have next things, bro. We'll just have a quick questions. We'll just have a short kirtan meanwhile they get. Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radhe. Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radhe. Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya Vrindavana Dham. Giri Govardhan Jaya Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Giri Govardhan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So how was the wonderful evening session today? How was the wonderful evening session today? In this room, how many souls are there? I don't know, more than 100 plus. And this is the kind of
You turn, that's
squeaky Haribol. Coming from heart. Haribol! That's more like wonderful devotees. Thank you so much. So to start with again, His Grace Yugala Kishore Prabhuji so wonderfully shared, actually went through so many I mean, I was not aware of so many different flavors of Govardhan Leela. And to start with, Prabhuji's daughter Samriddhi and Prabhuji together sang wonderful bhajan on Govardhan and Lord Krishna. So wonderful family we have, Samriddhi, Kishore Prabhuji, Madhurita Mataji and Vicky as well. So one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra for Prabhuji and family. And with that, we went to how Govardhan was created, Treta and Dwapar Yuga, and after that we did wonderful Govardhan Parikrama, virtual Parikrama. So, in case you missed last April Vrindavan Yatra, so Prabhuji was very merciful to again do a Parikrama. But don't miss again April Yatra, which is Mayapur. So on this occasion, again I am calling out to all of you that we have on April another wonderful Yatra coming. I see that devotees individually come to us and say, Yatra pe jana hai. Do not, statutory warning, do not go on Yatra alone. Go with devotees. So again, April, 5 months to go. Railway ticket, train ticket, flight ticket, please book. And it's summer vacation also, I guess. So plan accordingly and let's go for Mayapur Yatra. So now we are right now in the middle of the wonderful Govardhan Leela evening session. Now what we are going to have now is Govardhan Ashtakam and then Damodar Ashtakam. And post that we'll have wonderful prasadam. So with that, pass to Krishmani Mataji. Govardhan Ashtakam, who is going to sing? Straight there.
Prabhu, we are supposed to start puja also Govardhan when we are doing the Govardhan later. Here puja. No, Prabhu, sir.
Ravindra Prabhuji, we are doing puja also.
Yeah, afterwards we'll do. Afterwards. This Govardhan Ashtakam is composed by Rupa Goswami in his Thavamala. This Govardhan Ashtakam is 8 stanzas composed by Rupa Goswami in his Thavamala. Very beautiful. So our beautiful Vaishnavis will actually sing that. You want to follow or it's difficult? Fine. Others will follow? No. Huh? No, I think very difficult. हाँ लेट हो जाएगा. Okay. हाँ तब तक translation. You can just go to translation.
Let's start with translation of Govardhan Ashtakam.
O hill, filled with the peacock madly dancing to the music of the flute of Lord Govinda's mouth. O hill, splashed by the high waves of Radhakarn. O Govardhan, please fulfill my desires. O hill, the goddesses of Vraja, astonished by your glory, described as the best servant of Lord Hari. O hill that fills all directions with the most wonderful splendor. O Govardhan, please fulfill my desires.
O hill, that with your palatial caves and clouds that are the moon's friends, pleases the Supreme Personality of Godhead. O hill, the water of whose swiftly flowing streams is the color of lapis lazuli. O Govardhan, please fulfill my desires.
O hill, whose peaks are splendid with mineral colors, washed with love and suitable to decorate the Supreme Lord, who is himself the eternal decoration of all the worlds. O hill, whose valley eternally resounds with the joyful sound of the flute. O Govardhan, please fulfill my desires.
O hill, whose rocks are the regular sitting place of Lord Krishna. O charming friend of the Surati cows. O Govardhana, please fulfill my desires. O hill that stopped the destructive clouds, O hill that defeated Indra and made him harmless, O hill that ended Indra's hatred of your relatives, the hills and mountains, O Govardhana, please fulfill my desires.
O hill that became an umbrella above the haggle of
Supreme Lord's arm. O hill, very
Huh?
appropriately named. O hill, Lord Krishna ordered to be worshipped in the baby Yajna. O
Rupa Goswami
Govardhana, please
composed.
fulfill my desires.
O friend of Srimati Radharani's transcendental pastimes. O hill in whose forest groves she dropped her necklaces and bracelets. O hill decorated with Rasa Leela. O Govardhana, please fulfill my desires.
And what happened when we recite that? Phalastuti.
O King of Hills, O dear friend of the black cloud Krishna, I pray that to whoever reads these 8 verses, glorifying you, the Lord of your heart, Sri Krishna will quickly granting the intense bliss of pure love, happily accept among his associates.
गोविन्दस्योतं शितहं श्रीकणितोऽद्य
Vindadasasya Sitavansi Kvantitaya